Hey guys, so yeah, please do excuse what I'm wearing because I just woke up and I don't have any clothes because they're all packed for my job because I work at a sleepaway camp. So yeah, everything that is normal that I wear is in a bag. So basically this is what's happening. So we're gonna ignore that. Anyway, so today I thought it'd be fun to start doing just little vlogs for every book that I read, just to track my reading, see how it goes. I mean, just to kind of talk about my feelings of each book. I think it'd be a little bit easier. It's almost like taking notes because I can just talk about it. So basically, just wanted to update you all on what I'm reading. So first, I am reading The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton, and basically this is for school, and it's about a man who was on death row for 30 years, but he was innocent, and it's about his journey to getting off death row and his the help he received from Bryan Stevenson, who is a lawyer who works for the Equal Justice Initiative that he founded. And I read his other book called Just Mercy, which I have over there, and that book was very good, and this one is also very good, but this one's for school, and I have to take notes on it, so it makes it a little bit more burdensome to read. So like around halfway through, I'm gonna try to get through some today, work on my notes, but I've realized that just reading this exclusively is making me not want to read it, so I started another book at the same time so that I'm motivated to actually read and not just ignore this, because it's fine, it's a good book, but notes are annoying. So I decided I just wanted something scary to read and something kind of quick, fast-paced, because I've been in a horror movie mood, so I was like, why don't I get into a horror book kind of mood? So I checked out a book from the library that was scary, but then ultimately I'm very excited to read it still, but it just didn't seem as like easy to read as what I wanted, because I just want to get right back into reading, because I haven't read anything besides this in like 2 weeks, and this is nonfiction. It's just like, it's just harder to read than the books I typically read, because I like to read like fast-paced, like easy to read, usually, books. This is not that. So I decided to pick up a book that's been on my shelves for a little while. I've heard great things about it. I've heard it's scary, and I've heard it's exciting, fast-paced, interesting, whatever, and it's an author that I know and trust. So we have The Long Walk by Stephen King, writing as Richard Bachman, and this is basically about a group of boys that sign up to do something called the Long Walk, in which they have to just get on a line and walk, and the last one standing wins. And I don't really know exactly what they win or what happens if they lose, because I've just started. I'm on like page 30, but it's good so far. I've been listening to the audiobook and reading it at the same time. Yeah, updates to come, but I'm very excited. This is kind of like exactly what I wanted for in between reading this. So, and they're not confusing at all, like both of them have nothing to do with each other, except that actually this always happens when I try to read 2 books at the same time. I like never do this, but the only times when I do, it like somehow manages to be like similar. Like I remember in my sophomore year, I tried to read Vicious by V.E. Schwab and Frankenstein at the same time, and like somehow Vicious, like there's a main character named Victor, and he was like bringing people back from the dead, and I was like, it's a little confusing. And then this book, this guy is named Anthony Ray Hinton, but people call him Ray, and the character in this book is named Ray. Like, how was I supposed to know that? It's a little confusing, but it's fine. Like, it's not horribly confusing. But yeah, so I'll keep you updated for if I read more, when I read more, what I'm thinking. But yeah, so far I really like this book. I've gotten recommendations from Emily Fox on YouTube, and also Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things really liked this book. But I already had it on my TBR before he said that, but it just made me more excited to read it. So that's good, because sometimes Emily from Books with Emily Fox likes more intense books than I do, like harder to read, and you know, that kind of situation. She likes more adult books than young adult books, kind of, usually. But I trust someone who's like a normal, not that she's not normal, but you know, like a normal reader, like Gaten Matarazzo. And if he liked this, I probably will like it and like understand it, so like that's good. So yeah, see you later. Okay, so I've gotten 192 pages into The Long Walk, and I'm loving it. And I'm very happy that I started reading it at the same time as my school book, because my school book was just, it was really bringing me down in my reading and kind of was getting me into a slump, so I wanted to get something quick, fast-paced, and just, not that, this isn't even fast-paced, honestly. It's very character-driven, because they're just walking in a straight line for the whole book, but it's something about it, it's just so suspenseful. I don't know what, it's just like the looming knowledge that they're all walking to their death except for one, and you don't know who that one is, or if he's even not walking to his death. He could be too, for all we know. We don't know what the government does at the end, but it's just really hooking me, and I'm kind of getting to know the characters, like kind of liking the characters, which is like weird because we don't really know that much about them or the world, but I'm very excited to learn more, and I don't know exactly how broad King's gonna leave it, or if he's gonna, you know, go into depth of the whole dystopian aspect, because right now we don't know too much, and I'm like halfway or more through the book. I'm not exactly sure how many pages, but like, yeah, we don't know too much about the world except for the basics of the rules of the game. We don't really know why the government does this, or why people are willing to do it, that kind of thing. I'm excited to know more, so I think I'm just gonna read for like a little bit more before bed, and I'll give you all a final update for the night after I'm done. Okay, so I got to page like 212 in The Long Walk. I only read for like 20 minutes, so I didn't get too much more done, but I'm still really liking it. It is written a lot like every other Stephen King book, where he has little sort of anecdotes just like throughout the book that come back just like repeatedly, where he mentions like in this one he mentions like memories he had from childhood, just like little weird stories that come back, and their themes kind of apply to the situation continuously, and I really liked that about Stephen King in general. It's just like his signature kind of, it comes up in all the books I've read by him, and yeah, so that's definitely still present in this book, even though this one is a bit different than all the other ones I've read by him. I'm very intrigued by the character of Stebbins. I want to know where he's going. I want to know more about him, about his backstory. Don't know if I'm going to get that, but I'd like to know. And there was a very gross scene that I read in this 20 minutes. It was very disturbing, but it goes on. And Stephen King, what are you going to expect? Yeah, so that's about all, and I'll update you all when I have. Okay, so I don't have much time, but I'm on page 311 now, and just a lot's gone down. A lot has gone down, so I'll keep you updated as I read more. Hopefully I can finish it like within the next couple. Okay, update everyone, back on the vlog. My roommate's here.
Hi!
Her name's Lizzie. We're great friends. That sounded sarcastic. That was true though. I talk like that. Anyway, just to update you all on everything. Last night I finished this book, and it was really late, so I didn't want to film then because we were really tired and Lizzie was falling asleep, and so was I. And it would have been really dark and not pleasant, and my thoughts weren't in order. But anyway, so now that I finished it, I really, really liked it. It's my favorite Stephen King that I've read so far, and I've read 3 others, which were Misery, Mr. Mercedes, and 11/22/63. So yeah, basically my thoughts and feelings about this are very complicated, even though I loved it. And if you want to hear all of them in depth, check out my review on Goodreads or on my blog at readem.org. And next, I'm just going to be continuing with my school book, which is The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton. So for school, I'm going to be reading this. I've already read half, but I'm going to try to continue and finish the rest of the half without starting a new book. But if I get too bored because it's nonfiction and you have to take notes, then I will read Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, who I've also recently learned is Shawnee Maguire, which just had me shook because I wasn't expecting it. It's a pen name apparently, and I didn't know. But anyway, they might both be pen names, I don't know. But yeah, this looks good, and it's also scary, and I've been in the mood for scary books. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this book, I think, as of now, is my second favorite book of the year, so that's pretty exciting. So that is all for my vlog on my experience during the long walk, and I was very happy with the whole experience, and maybe I'll make another vlog again soon. Bye!